Hey folks, Dayhacker from the 6 here. I'm at the Can-Am booth here at the Toronto RV show looking at the Alto R1723. We're also going to look at several other trailers while we're here at the booth, which we'll show you in this video. For those of you that aren't familiar with our channel, this is our personal trailer and you can check out a couple of walkthroughs of it in detail. But there are some useful changes for 2024, which makes it worth taking another look at it.
So what are the big changes? Well, the first one is Safari Condo has a new logo. Let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. I'm kind of on the fence at this point. The other big change is tank sizes. For 2024, the fresh tank increases from 16 gallons to 26 gallons, the gray goes from 16 gallons to 24 gallons, and the black bumps up from 12 to 14 gallons. So if tank sizes were holding you back, Safari Condo has got it solved. And the good news is the base model dry weight comes in just under 2,000 pounds at 1,991 pounds.
Here at the front of the trailer, you can either get a big front window, you can get a storage cabinet, or you can get a bunk bed. So depending on whether you need to sleep that extra person or not.
Coming inside, you've got a two-person dinette on your right with the kitchen straight across from the entrance door. At the rear of the trailer, you have an almost king bed, and you can move the table back here to create a five-person dinette. The bathroom is a large wet bath with a toilet, shower, and plenty of storage, although you'll notice the walls only go 2/3 of the way to the ceiling. Based on the comments section of our walkthrough video, that's a deal breaker for some, but we love the bathroom. In the kitchen, you've got a nice storage cabinet above the sink, and if you want, you can spec a microwave here instead. Right below is the marine-style sink with folding faucet and a glass cover, which allows you to use it as prep space when needed. Another small change for this year is these twist latches, which should help prevent the cabinet door from popping open during travel. Under the sink is your main kitchen storage. You'd be amazed by how much cooking gear you can fit in here, especially if you use nesting pots and pans. The same goes for the fridge. It's obviously nowhere near the size of a residential unit, but if you plan carefully, you can fit enough food for several days. The freezer is tight, but it does fit small ice cream tubs, which is the most important thing. Above the fridge, we have a 2-burner Dometic stove, and the glass cover allows you to use this for prep space as well. And behind the stove is a spice rack, which we use to store some spices, but also our level, sewing kit, mirror, and more. And of course, besides the lightweight, the big selling point of this trailer is the retractable roof with huge windows on all sides. But don't worry, it comes with blackout curtains for every single window, and the trailer's small profile when towing makes highway travel way easier. Just a couple of highlights on the outside I'll point out. There's an optional 2-bike rack at the front, and there are also optional caravan movers which allow you to unhitch and then move the trailer into your campsite via remote control.
I'm going to give you a few more specs just before we move on to the next trailer. The length of this trailer is 17'3". The width is 6'11", and the interior height is 6'10". The base MSRP in Canadian dollars as of March 2024 is $52,709. You're getting an independent torsion axle, and again, you can sleep 3, or if you get the optional bunk, you can sleep 4. All right, the next trailer we're going to look at is the F1743 Expedition. This is a new trailer for this year for Safari Condo. So they've always had the F1743, but they've added an off-road axle, they've beefed up the frame for off-road use, and they've added a roof rack with a whole bunch of solar and lithium. It's actually 2,000 watt inverter, 200 amp hours of lithium, 380 watts of solar on the roof, and you can actually option that up to 570 watts. So very much a boondocking package along with more off-road capability. You're looking at 2,485 pounds for weight, so that's quite a bit heavier than what the base F1743 is. Obviously all that gear weighs. They don't list the tongue weight, but I'm guessing it's between 300 and 350 pounds. But again, that is just my guess, so don't hold me to that. GVWR is 3,500 pounds on this trailer. And I'll give you the tanks. So fresh is 26, gray is 24, and black is 14 gallons. All right, let's take a look inside.
As we head in the entry door, you'll see the same basic layout as the previous trailer. On the right, there's a 2-person dinette under a big front window. Note there is no optional front storage cabinet or front bunk available. On this trailer, the window is mandatory. But because the roof is fixed, the storage can go all the way up to the ceiling, so you get this large pantry above the fridge. It can be used as a closet if you remove the shelves, and plenty of owners mod it to hold basket-style drawers. Below is the same fridge that we saw in the R1723, and as I said earlier, you'd be surprised by how much it fits. I love this little fridge door travel latch that they've added. There's the solar charge controller, and then up here we have a nifty wall-mounted coat hanger. Moving further into the trailer, there's a fully enclosed wet bath. So for those of you who want more privacy than the bathroom in the retractable roof trailer offers, this one should work great for you. It has a corner sink, a standard RV toilet, and you can see the shower curtain tucks up here above the toilet. There's also a medicine cabinet to store your bathroom items, and I love these round mirrors on both sides of the bathroom door. You have the same basic setup at the rear as we did with the R1723, with some additional storage at the very back here. But it does mean you have to sleep east-west, which can make middle-of-the-night bathroom breaks a challenge. By the way, there's plenty of storage under both of these benches. Wow, look at the additional counter space compared to the R1723. And there's an awning-style window pointed to the campsite. You can hand your food out directly through that window. Otherwise, it's the same 2-burner stove with a glass top and the same sink with storage underneath that we saw in the first trailer. Here's the outlets, charging station, dimmer switch, and thermostat, along with the tank monitors and water pump switch. Then it's the microwave, and as you can see, this model has a lot more storage than the retractable roof model, but the trade-off is it won't fit into a standard garage like the R1723 does. There is another small cabinet on the other side of the bed, which we forgot to film. Under the extra counter space here, there are some huge drawers which would be perfect for additional pots and pans, or even for clothing, since there's already plenty of storage in the rest of the kitchen. I just love all this additional storage with the fixed roof model. Alright, let's head back outside and we'll talk specs and price.
So the length of this trailer is 17 foot 11 inches. The interior height is 6 foot 4. You're looking at a base MSRP in Canadian dollars of $64,899 in March of 2024. And you're getting a torsion axle independent suspension, sleep 3 with the dinette and then the big bed at the back. And there is an optional bunk for this model as well, which I think would be good for a small child. All right, let's move on to the next trailer. The next Alto we're gonna look at is the Alto 2414. It's the largest trailer. It's a dual axle trailer. The weight is 2,933 pounds. The tongue weight, I'm guessing, is around 350 pounds. They don't list it on their website. You're looking at a gross vehicle weight of 4,500 pounds, so you do have quite a bit of payload that you can put in this trailer. Fresh tank is 26 gallons, the gray tank is 24 gallons, and the black tank is 14 gallons.
Before we head inside and check out all the space, I just want to point out the full-length awning that spans the entire campsite of the coach. It's going to provide lots of shade and protection from the rain. As we come through the door, by now this layout should be looking quite familiar, but in this trailer you're getting a bigger 4-person dinette below the big front window, which also means it converts into a double bed for sleeping. On the utility side of the trailer we have the fridge, storage, and the bathrooms with the large galley-style kitchen on the campsite. I love the fridge in this unit. It's compact, but it's got a really good-sized freezer. You could fit a ton of stuff in here. The fridge is also a good size, and it has nifty doors that can be opened from either side, and so does the freezer as well. Above the fridge is a good-sized cabinet, and just like the previous trailer, it's got these nifty coat hooks mounted on the wall. Which brings us to the bathroom with those same mirrors on both sides of the door. But this time it's a dry bath. That shower head you see is just for cleaning the toilet. Once again, we have a small corner sink and a good-sized medicine cabinet over the toilet. Lila's not crazy about the placement of the toilet paper holder. Given that this is a dry bath, it should probably be down lower. Alright, let's take a look at the shower. The first thing you'll notice is that the door is glass, but it's somewhat frosted. And if you want more privacy, there is a shower curtain tucked down into the corner that you can pull across the door. The shower floor is not raised at all, so headroom and space are not going to be an issue here. Nice. They've also provided a bar to hang clothes for your wet items, or if you prefer to use campground showers, then you can use this as your closet. And that brings us to the king bed at the rear. It's configured the same as in the other two trailers. One thing I love is that Safari Condo builds the wood right into the cushions that fill in the space in the middle, and as you can see, they're super easy to put in to complete the bed. There is storage underneath these benches, which is accessible from both outside and inside, but if you set up the rear as a permanent bed, then you'll want to use the outside access most of the time. The good news is that this trailer gives you a huge amount of overhead storage as well, and these cabinets all have sliding drawers, which are great because they don't pop open during travel. And there is a small closet as well, which is a great place to hang your clothes. You've got the same kitchen setup as in the Expedition, but there's even more counter space in addition to the 2-burner stove and marine-style sink. And it must be really handy to just be able to pass food and drinks out through these awning-style windows. You've got the same storage under the sink as both of the other two trailers, and as I mentioned earlier, we are able to fit all of our kitchen gear in just this space. But in this trailer, you're getting a ton more storage. Check out all these additional drawers and cabinets. With 2 full banks under the kitchen counter, you could bring Gordon Ramsay's full set of kitchen gear with you if you wanted to. And just like the other trailer, you have your full control panel right here beside the door.
So that's it for the interior of the 2414. I'm just going to give you a few more specs on the trailer. Again, the length is 24 feet, the width is 7 foot 2 inches. The interior height is 6 foot 4 inches. You're looking at an MSRP of 62,519 Canadian as of March 2024. Please consider giving us a like and hitting subscribe, and also check out some of our other walkthroughs. I'll leave a few links to similar trailers up on the screen. We'll see you on the next video.